Hey guys, Christina here. Welcome back to my vlog. So today I'm taking you to London town. I spent from 2011 till 2013 in that glorious city. So let's go. So where do I start? London. Oh, I love London. I haven't been back since I've moved to Hong Kong, and that was 4.5 years ago. So I really miss that place. I moved over with my husband. Well, my husband now, but at the time he was my boyfriend, and my sister. And we were super lucky, and we landed my cousin's house, apartment in Tower Bridge. And for those of you that don't know, Tower Bridge, one of the most beautiful bridges in the world. You know, when you're growing up, you always hear about London Bridge, but Tower Bridge, beautiful. So we live right next to it. Literally, you looked out our window and it was right there. But London was an amazing experience. I left New Zealand because I had enough. Well, I wanted to move on and experience the world, and I had lots of friends and family members before me who had done the London experience, and so 7 years in the TV industry back in New Zealand, I was ready to move on. So again, it was hard to get into the industry, starting from scratch. Nobody knew you. I had to redo my CV so many times because London is just totally different. They don't understand why you do hair and makeup. It's either specialize in hair or specialize in makeup. So it was a totally different experience. But thankfully, through one of my contacts at TVNZ, I got into CNN, and that was amazing. I first started between CNN and CNBC. So for those of you who may not know, it is worldwide broadcasting stations, and they have bases all over the world, and I was lucky enough to work at both of them. And for CNBC, it was super early starts, 3 a.m. wake up call, and into the studio at 4 a.m. for the anchor to be done at 5 a.m. before 5 a.m. so she could go live for Europe. Because they were 1 hour ahead. So their time would be 6 a.m. and our time is 5 a.m. in London. So that was pretty tough sometimes, and it's super hard to get to sleep, at a decent time to be able to get in your hours for a 3 a.m. start. But I did love it. I really loved working with the different ladies and different anchors and meeting all of their guests. So that was a great experience. Working for CNN, it was more of doable hours. So I think the early start was 7 a.m. and then you do a shift there. You could do the morning shift or the afternoon shift. And I loved it because I could do airbrushing again, which is another skill I love to be able to do and provide. And then the coolest thing about London, the coolest job I ever got was working on the 2012 Olympics. So Joe, my boss, was super kind, but maybe I've regretted it because she gave me the task of working for the French team. So I was booked with them for 2.5 weeks, and I was actually able to get a girl from New Zealand to work with me because she happened to be moving over around about the same time. So Christelle was lucky to land her first job working on the Olympics. So that was super cool for her too. They were based down at Tower Bridge, so it was literally a 15-minute walk from my house to where their exact location was. And I got to do the opening ceremony, the closing ceremony, got to go to a few of the games, the volleyball. I wasn't able to do as much as I wanted to because I was working most of the time, but the opening and closing ceremonies were just incredible. So that was amazing to be a part of. And what else? I mean, London was a cool experience. I also got to work for smaller production companies, and I worked for a studio, so doing models, hero makeup. I ended up working for ekkkk and Moet Hennessy, so I got to do all the ladies for the events that they had. So they did the polo, they did an awards, yearly awards events. Yes, some very cool events that we got to go to. And then I got to work for the managing director of Facebook. Her name was Joanna Shields. She's now in the House of Commons, doing her amazing things. So that was pretty amazing as well. London opened my eyes to all the powerful ladies, and the ladies that were doing awesome stuff. So it took me a little bit more away from TV, which was quite cool because it actually set me up for my time here in Hong Kong. So that was great. So London was an amazing place to work, get experience. I also, just quickly, being a New Zealand Māori, I joined the ekkkk group, which is the Māori culture group, and made amazing lifelong friends there. And we got to travel around Europe, around London, perform for amazing events and people. I got to love my culture even more so, and learnt how to sing properly, hold a tune, and learn beautiful Māori songs. So that was definitely probably one of the huge highlights from living in London. So yeah, that's London pretty much. There's so much more I could go on about, but there's not enough time and I don't want to bore you. So if you are thinking about moving to London, please do it. It's an amazing experience. We didn't want to leave. We had only a 2-year visa, but now we're in Hong Kong. So the rest is history. The last thing I just wanted to quickly say is I got this in the mail today. It's from Lisa Eldridge. And for those of you who don't know, she's a makeup artist based in London. She grew up in New Zealand for some of her childhood, and she is my makeup idol. She is so amazing. She works with all the celebrities. She's super down to earth. And so I sent her my makeup brush set, and she loves them. And she just sent me a thank you card to say, to Christina, thank you for sending me your wonderful brushes. They are great. Love, Lisa. So I'm pretty stoked about that. So the next vlog I will do will be about my time here in Hong Kong. Thanks for watching. See ya.